Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I have another video on the Alchemist strategy on Eurochef. So I'm going to show you how the storyline is created from the weekly to the daily and then to the 4 hour for your entries. I'm going to go straight to the point. I don't want to waste a lot of your time. Today I'm going to be busy doing a lot of things, so I just wanted to do a quick video for you and then I go. Before I start, as usual, we are growing our channel to 200 subscribers. So far we have reached 100, so we are going to 200 subscribers. So subscribe to the channel and let's proceed. Let's go 5 seconds subscribe and then we proceed. Subscribe guys. Click the subscribe button guys. Subscribe. We are growing to 200 subscribers. So as you can see on the screen, I told you guys soon I'm going to be displaying my face, so I'm going to get a webcam or a camera that can be recording my face simultaneously as recording me simultaneously as I record the videos, because I don't want I don't want it to sound like this is guy's robot. So I'm working on that. So okay, as you see on the screen we have Eurochef. So Eurochef, this is the weekly time frame. I told you I get my story lines the beginning of the story lines I start in a weekly time frame, and then I work my way down to the 4 hour where I do get my entries from. So you see on the weekly we have this area here. We have price that dropped down on the weekly support. Why do we call this one weekly support? You look left. When you look left, you'll find that no, this one did not reach. Okay, yes, I've seen it. So you look left. This is the one we are going to use, not these ones. So price drops down here. This is a red candle, and then another green candle closes to make the weekly support. We said red candle, green candle, support, green candle, red candle, resistance, with our V support and V resistances. So this one is red candle. Let me show you. Red candle, green candle, red candle. This is supposed to be resistance. When you go to the line chart, you see there is a V here, V shape. That is A shape. That is resistance. Guys, those things confuse me. So you come to red candle, green candle. This is supposed to be V shape support. You see, this is V support. Red candle, green candle. Okay, so now that you know that, you come here. So this is a red candle, green candle. Immediately we form our support. Remember, this is a 2 candle closures of the weekly candles. This means this is 2 weeks of price action to form our support. Now this is where the storyline begins, where the next week, this week here, the candle comes down but rejects on the weekly. Let me first remove this. It comes down but rejects on the weekly support. This one here, weekly support. Let me mark at the closing price. Remember, with Alchemist we use the closing prices of the candles. So you go to the line chart, you see exactly the precision. Why is it? I'm trying to mark it accurately. I think there. It is not yet there. Let me just mark it well. If I zoom in there, yes. And guys, if you want to mark it accurately, just make sure you enable the magnet tool. It will be sticking on the closing prices. So if I enable it like this and then I bring my line, I put it there, it sticks there. Magnet tool, you enable it, it is going to help you. So now this is the V support, red candle, green candle. So now what happens is this week here, this week came and rejected on the V support. So as soon as you saw that rejection on the V support, this one, and the week closed, let's mark it, this week here, that is the week of Monday 8th Jan 2024. As soon as you saw the week closing as a rejection on this V support. You knew that now we are going up. That is your confirmation that we are going up. However, that is the start of the storyline. So what do you do then? You drop to the daily. When you drop to the daily, what are you looking for? You're looking for a bullish breakout, because now we are rejecting on support. That means we are going up. So you look for a bullish breakout. So when you go to the daily, what do you see? You see a lot of candles stuck here. You see a lot of candles stuck here. However, how are you going to work out through this? Because now there are a lot of candles. You're going to go to the line chart to see the precision. What do you see on the line chart? You saw a lower low, a lower high, a lower low, and then a higher high. This is what we call the QM buy, because we are buying. If it is the sell side, it will be a QM sell. If it is on the buy side, it is a QM buy. So the moment you see this breakout happening on the rejection and closure of the weekly candle, the breakout happened here. So you drop to the 4 hour to start looking for your entries. However, for me, I would enter on this bullish engulfing candle that breaks out here. The bullish engulfing candle that breaks out here, that is where I would enter. And then my stop losses go below this low, and then the target is the next supply zone, which is here. Next supply zone, which is here. Let me show you how my entries would be. This thing is supposed to be as easy. You just have to look out for those formations or setups. So my stop losses is here, 67 pips. And then where is the target? The target is the next supply zone here. And these setups are almost 95% accurate. They are rare to see, but when you see them on the high time frames, they're almost 95% accurate. So you're going to be having two entries here, but the first one, your first target will be here. That is 116 pips. If you enter the lot size of 0.1, that is $116. If you enter the lot size of 1, that is $1,100. So how long will it take you to make that 1,100? That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, 8 days. That is 1 week, and you make your clean $1,000 in 1 week. 7 days, guys. 7 days, guys. And if you could hold it for long, you could get up to $1,300. However, the moment now I'm going to show you why I told you that you're going to get two entries. That is the first entry. So you use this first entry, the capital for the first entry, for the second entry. So the moment price passes this near supply zone and breaks it, like this one here, passed the supply zone and broke it and went up, that means the buy is now 100% confirmed. So you wait for price to retrace back to the supply zone that was created down here. This one with this candle here. You wait for price to come back here, and then you enter for a buy. Price is going to tap in and look at the profits. You are going to flow in profits. Let me show you people who use buy limits. Put it here, and then stop losses go slightly below here. They are supposed to be around here, but me, I don't put those tight stop losses because I don't know what price will do. If I put them down here, I am so secure. So you're risking how many? Let's say you're at a lot size of 1. You're risking $600 to make first level target is here, is always there, to make 1,400. That is 1:2. Then when it reaches here, if you enter 2 lots, you remove that 1,400. Remember, you still have the 1,300 you made here. You remove 1,400, that is 2,700. Put aside, and then let the other one lot size run. It runs up to the second high, this one here, which has even a supply zone. That is 3,700. Yes, that is 3,700. You can even let it run if you still have the patience to go up to 5,000. If you add the other 2,700, you are already in 7,700. Yes. So that is how we do that. However, we are not going to enter here because most of you cry you don't want the daily time frame because it has big candles and huge stop losses. Yes. So now you go down to the daily. Now that we have seen a breakout, go down to the 4 hour to look for your entries. Remember, guys, we only go to the 4 hour for entries. Analysis is weekly and daily. 4 hour is only and only for entries. So now when you come to the 4 hour, do you see there was also a breakout that happened already on the 4 hour? Where do you see that breakout? We had a low, a high, a lower low, and then a higher high. On the 4 hour, the entry was here, and this supply zone here, the demand zone. Sorry, guys, I confused the things. The demand zone here. This is where the entry was on the 4 hour. You could even enter early. However, people entered on the daily like me entered late after the call confirmation of the break of this here. After the break of this here, that is now where our entry was on the daily. But the 4 hour, you got here a low, a lower high, a lower low down here, and then a higher high. So when price came back, this is a higher. When price came back here to the supply zone, that was your entry targeting up. So if you entered here, put your stop losses below the last week, that is 30 pips. 30 pips you're risking $30 to make potential to the supply zone. Remember, 143, you come to the supply zone 143. If you could hold it longer, you could come up to 173, which was not worth it to hold it longer. You'd remove it from the supply zone, which is 133, and then you go. But as long as price crosses above the supply zone and price crosses above, you know that now we have confirmed the bullish price action. So what do? You remove your profits and then you come back to your QM to confirm, to look for supply zones. Here I think there is one here, rally, base, rally. There's one here. Then you mark your supply zones. Let me show you how I mark them. Okay, this thing is supposed to be simple. Mark your supply zones well, like that, from this week to this week, and then you put your buy limit orders here. So now your stop loss is going to be slightly below the supply zone, which is now 20 pips. And what are you targeting, guys? What are you targeting? Repeat after me. What are you targeting? You're risking 20 pips to get almost 300 pips. So if I come to the daily, because you're going to be monitoring those trades on the daily. So if I come to the daily, you see the precision, guys. That's why you want to enter on the lower time frame. You see the precision. You come to the daily, so you're risking 20 pips to make first level target is where? Is here, the nearest supply zone, 136. That is 1 is to 6. Then you remove your one lot and then push the remaining up to infinity, up to where you'll get that. That is 3. That is a 1 is to 12. I don't know, 1 is to 17. This is a 1 is to 1 is equal to 17. Hey, guys, this is tight. This is tight. And now let me show you something on the 4 hour. Where is it? It is here on the 4 hour. So guys, this is what happens when you're looking for that QM on the 4 hour, pointed on the 4 hour. Right now, me, I can see the lows and highs because I've watched this for a long period of time, so they are kinda engraved in my eyes. But you, maybe if you can't see them, just come to the line chart. You'll see clearly this is a low, this is a high, this is a lower low, and this is a higher high here. You see, this high takes out this high, making a higher high. So the moment you see a higher high at this support level, that is a confirmed QM buy. So now, do you enter after the higher high? No, you wait for retracement back to the demand zone around here. And it is always better if there is a QM and there is a demand zone and also there is support and resistance. In this case, there was no support and resistance or break and retest. This would count, I think, as a break and retest. No, it wouldn't count. But so this one, they just have a QM and a demand zone. So after QM and demand zone, just mark your price, your demand zone here, put your limit orders, or you wait for price to come and show you bullish price action, and then send it where? To the moon. Send it where? To the moon. So guys, that is all for today. Just keep on practicing these things. They are going to get easy with the time. You send it to the moon, and then you would have made your money. So guys, that is all for today. Kindly subscribe to the channel and also like the video, guys. If you have learned something from the video, like the video. I'm also going to start making videos showing you on how to start forex trading as beginners, so don't worry, good things are coming your way. Just like the video, subscribe to the channel and get hooked, because you can also turn on the notification whenever I share these videos. You can be among the first people to get them. So that is all for the Alchemist on the EuroChef, and you can have a good day. Bye.